This is my Aerogarden Bounty Wi-Fi, and as you can see, it's small enough to fit on a counter, and I just keep mine on this little section of counter that was relatively unused. It's the part of my counter that hangs over the garbage cans. So it wasn't getting used very much, and now it holds my Aerogarden. And yeah, it really doesn't take up much space. I like to keep mine next to the sink because it makes adding water really easy, but you don't have to keep it next to a sink. You can certainly use pitchers to add water, and sometimes they recommend rinsing it out, and it really, I mean, it doesn't weigh that much. It's not that hard to carry it somewhere if you need to, so you can really put it where you need to put it. But right now I have 5 pods of lettuce growing. I also have parsley, chives, and basil back there. And then I have 1 empty pod right now. I do have a lettuce pod I just put in. And yeah, when it comes time to harvest, for the lettuce, there's 2 harvesting methods. You can cut off a few inches off all your leaves, or you can pull just about 1/3 of the plant, the biggest leaves, pull at the base and pull them out, or cut them at the base of the leaf there. And that is how we harvest the lettuce. It's ready to be harvested again. I'm going to have to do that tonight. We have the touch screen display down here. So we can see on here, it tells me about my water level. That says okay. It says I need to add food in 1 day, so I'll have to do that tomorrow. And this is the food. It's just, liquid minerals that you can pour right into this flap here. Also, that's a great place to add water. Even though the water level is okay, they do recommend refreshing it a little bit every day, just adding a little bit, because when it's in high growth mode, which is what mine is in right now, after it's been planted a few weeks, it enters high growth mode, and it really just uses up a lot more water that way. So it's good to keep it stocked. There's a quick plant button, so whenever you put in a new type of seed pod, whatever it is you're wanting to grow, you just follow the steps, and it tells you what you need to do to get that set up so that it keeps track of this stuff for you. So that's important. There's all sorts of things. You can get tips. Sometimes they just send you tips. Other times you can go in and just read the tips if you want. So it's pretty handy. We haven't had any issues with the touchscreen. That is something I saw in reviews, but ours has been just fine, so no issues there. You might be able to hear it kind of trickling. You can hear the water running through it a little bit. So yeah, we have been really happy with our Aerogarden because, it's doing exactly what we wanted it to do. We wanted a way to easily grow lettuce in winter. A lot of my snow is melting right now, but it's still winter and we can't grow things. So we were really excited to be able to start doing that with the Aerogarden. I would say that with the 5 pods growing, we get enough lettuce for my husband and I to have salads with our dinner at least twice a week, probably. And maybe if we don't do side salads, a big salad once a week. So that's pretty good. That's about the amount of lettuce I was buying at the grocery store, maybe a little less. I would like to up it a bit at some point, but for right now, this is good. The herbs are growing much faster than I can use them, so I do need to kind of get a plan for those in action. I don't want to see any of it go to waste, but I really have no complaints. The lights are very bright, so that is something that you will, want to keep in mind. They are LED lights. They go for about, I think it's like 16 hours a day, but you can set the clock yourself. So if you want to align it with kind of your sleep schedule, you can certainly do that. But yeah, I really have no complaints. It's been working exactly as it's supposed to work. My plants have been growing beautifully. They've been tasting really good. So we've been having a great time using our Aerogarden.